This race recap is brought to you by strutmasters.com. Take a look and see why we are better.
Steve grabs 200 from his dad's back pocket off the starting line, and he takes more than that to the stripe. 3.716 seconds, 328.78 miles an hour as Billy Torrence goes 381.0. And you can see we love Dom, and we know, Dom, you're watching, and we love you too, as Steve Torrence now unequivocally has taken control of the championship run in Top Fuel.
Steve, Kilgore, Texas is 120 miles away from here. This is a home race for you, but even sweeter, your family, Dom Lagana, is watching this race. What would you like to say to him?
Hell, I may take him camping. I don't know. Dom Lagana, brother, we done this one for you, man. I know you're at the house, and we've been fighting hard. And them Capco boys, they're bad to the bone, and every one of them's here supporting us, and we're supporting you, brother. But, my old man, that's the toughest son of a gun out here that we got to race. He's bad to the bone. He's beat me more than anybody else out here. And he helped us out, and hell, we had to do our job to get by him that round. I don't know what it was, but I know that old rattlesnake's going to come up and bite someday. Thanks to everybody that supported us. I mean, we don't do the best all the time, but we try the hardest all the time. Redline, Mac Tools, those guys, we're fighting with Doug, and they're helping us, and they take care of him. So thank everybody that come out. This is the best place to race. I've been coming here since like 88 because I wasn't old enough when it opened. So, Billy Meyer, Texas fans, thank you. We're going to party tonight. Hell, we'll go camping and drink some Crown and Coke.
They leave within a single thousandth of a second as they go down the racetrack. It's Jack Beckman, 3.908, like a bracket car. That machine repeating within 5 one-thousandths of a second of itself. 328 miles an hour.
Dad, 70 miles away from here, you're going to give him the cowboy hat, but you're racing in what might be you're racing in what might be your last season. How do you cherish these wins?
What you just saw right here with the group effort, I got to stomp on the throttle, but I thought I hurt the car on the warm-up in the pits. We thought it backfired. We weren't 100% sure we were dragging a good race car up there for the finals. I should have known Guido and John. We would have been a high 380 something. I stole some on the starting line, but I have wanted to win Dallas since I came here in 1985. Lee West, if you're looking, buddy, that was 34 years ago. We drove your Chevette 500 miles to come to Billy's Super Track. And God, I just thought this is probably the last chance I'm ever going to get. But I got to tell you, I had a really good feeling most of the day. I just felt like if it's going to happen, it's going to happen today. And, you know, coming against Hagan and his guys in the final, that's as big a deal and as big out as there is in Nitro Funny Car right now. To put them out, to tighten the points chase up, but most of all, the trophy, and my dad gets the cowboy hat. That is the coolest thing ever. Doug Chandler, thanks for making all this possible, and probably gonna be working a regular job next year, but I wanna get back into drag racing. Love you guys.
Hartford is 18 to Greg Anderson's 066 light. Anderson trying to pull up next to him. They get to the finish line, and it's Hartford on a whole shot again. 662.5 beats a 658.8. His wife goes nuts. Eddie Ganaccia goes nuts. And Matt Hartford is losing his mind inside that car, whether he looks like it or not.
He's looking in his rearview mirror. I don't think he has a rearview mirror. Right now, Matt Hartford is seeing 7, 7, 7 come up on the scoreboard.
Brian, if you want to know how well Matt Hartford's day is going, just look at him sitting on the roof of his Pro Stock car. Matt, you are holding. His team is coming in now. Matt, you are holding the Wally, the first of 2020 for you. What did you miss about these moments?
All I miss is that KI, Chris Ingleson, you know, my partner in crime, owner of CIP1, he's not here. This is going back to Canada. KI, you said you wanted 2 of them. I only got you 1. But, you know, everybody at Total Seal, they support me so much. You know, all the investment group behind me, they allow me to come out and do this. And it's good people that allow people like me to come out and race. And I put the camera over there. It's these guys right there. It's my wife Amber. There's my brother Adam. You know, Charles out here helping us from the hose connection. Eddie Granacci's coming down. You know, it's everybody and all these sponsors that allow us to do it. And Greg Anderson right there walking away. Let me tell you, him and I have battled out for a long time. Normally he beats me, but they are giving me incredible horsepower. We didn't really utilize it great today, but the wind lights came on. So thanks to everybody, all my sponsors, Rottler, Jason Curry, thank you, pal, for everything you do. Robs, you're always involved, CIP1, Keith Haney, and Larry at the Hose Connection. We wish you were here, buddy. We wish you would have said that this weekend for you. but we'll get it next year.
Matt, a new era kicked off today for the NHRA. Camping World is now the title sponsor. What does it mean to you to be the first holder of the Camping World Wally? First ever Camping World Wally. That is something no one else is going to get. Jerry Haas race cars right there. This thing has been flawless. This is a late 2015, 2016 car. You don't need new cars every single day. I know he's going to hate that. But once you rub on these things and you work on them, that man has built an incredible chassis. It just keeps going and going. Congratulations.
Savoie is first out of the gate, leaving Joey Gladstone at the altar with a 50 to his 72. And Jerry Savoie has done it again. 6.910 seconds, 191.16 miles an hour. An incredible weekend for Jerry Savoie, a man who had basically not been past the second round of any race this year and didn't even race the St. Louis event.
Jerry, in Dallas, you've been to 6 straight finals. Why is this place so good to you?
I don't know. Once you get your magic going in a place, it's like it just keeps coming and coming and coming. We're not the fastest bike here, but the crew, Tim, everybody works so hard.
There we go.
It's unbelievable. I mean, what can I say? You know, all my people back in Bayou Lafourche, St. Charles Parish, we got them. One more thing. I had a good friend that died this week, same thing as last time. Name is Mitch Campo. Mitch, I know you was on my shoulders today. I love you, brother.
Wow, Brandon Snyder, attack mode 025. Jackson was 37 on the trees. They get to the stripe. It's Brandon Snyder picking up his first ever win in the NHRA Pro Modified world. And it's on a whole shot against the meanest guy in the country. 5.805, 245.99 miles an hour. Brandon Snyder gets the job done. The full elation of his team being shown there in the starting line.
Oh, Brandon Snyder picks up his first career Wally here in Dallas. Brandon, how long has this been a dream of yours?
Oh man, it's since we started doing this is be the 3rd year now. I'll be honest with you, we were just lost. So we've steady been learning, and a lot of great people helping us out, and a lot of good sponsors and parts. Chuck Ford Superchargers, Mr. Jim and Andy Whiteley, Quick Drive, Justin Carmack. You know, there's a lot of people that has been part of this deal. So, and then my guys, Jimmy and Nathan. You know, it's just a 3-man crew. So we do the best we can and just keep learning.
And on
Thanks,
the whole
Billy.
shot.
Thank you.
On the number 1 and 3 qualifier, Randall Anders has already won the championship. He wants to win the race as well. And Jay Turner would like to stop one of his proteges. Turner's having problems down there, but he is sticking with it. And to the stripe. Randall, you're going to need to expand that trophy case again. 643, 227 miles an hour. Jay Turner goes 660 at 220 miles an hour, and I'm not sure if it had a fuel line come off or something. You saw that weird mist out there. Aaron Cooper out of Wichita. His first final round. And if he wants to win, all he's got to do is beat the reigning champ. And interestingly enough, after taking care of business with Carl Brankowski in round number 1, he raced Julie Natas, Jackie Frick, and now Megan Meyer. I mean, in NHRA, we kind of pride ourselves on the ladies that race and have a lot of success doing it. I'm not sure anybody could look up the last time somebody had to race 3 consecutive women in the alcohol dragster ranks. Well, he's got 2 of them put behind him, but he's got a tiger by the tail and the driver of that NGK NTK car. For the folks at Pro Data, Mike Hamilton Ford, Gary Cooper, Aaron Cooper, the team out of Kansas, trying to win their first by beating Megan Meyer. Oh yeah, a team out of Kansas. Cylinder out for Cooper at the top end. Looks like, wow, 5:12 on a 110-degree racetrack on a 90-degree day. 5.126 at 279 miles an hour. Megan Meyer said she was going to retire at the end of the year. She wanted to win another championship. Right now, she looks like she's in championship form. This is like your classic NHRA family story. Shawn Bellemere is now driving for Tony Bartone, but we're going to go back in time. Shawn's dad used to race against Doug Gordon's dad. Shawn and Doug used to kind of hang out when they were kids. They don't live that far apart. They're both out of California. And they both have designs on the championship. Shawn Bellemere's won it the last 2 years, driving that sinister Tony Bartone mobile. For Hussey Copper, Redline Oil, and for Doug Gordon, his dad out in front, his 2 daughters down there that work on the car also. He's got the championship point lead right now and wants to hold on to it. For the trophy, an alcohol funny car. Maybe the championship as well. Doug Gordon needs to turn on the scoreboard on the left side. Shawn Bellemere needs to stop him. And Shawn Bellemere has had the better car. Bellemere drives to the center line. He's got to pedal it and check it out. 5:48 for the win. Look at the Beta Motorcycles team going crazy down there. 267 miles an hour. Doug Gordon picks up another trophy. National event win number 11 in his career. And the first one's over to congratulate him, Team Bartone. The Samtec.edu factory stock showdown. Aaron Stanfield in the left lane. Trying to win 2 trophies in 2 days. That don't happen often. But he's got a shot at it. David Kramer in the right lane. We're talking about a couple of legacy racing families. The Patriarch in the silver car and the next generation in the black car. David Kramer's been playing the role of Cinderella. He has not had a fast race car today, but he's been turning on win lights. Aaron Stanfield has had a fast car today. And they both get away. First to make the move is David Kramer. But down the racetrack for David Kramer. Cindy, I hate to tell you this. It's, wow, check that out. 8:14. 142 miles an hour. That looks weird. Brad's going to pass him somewhere. If he passes him at 1,321 feet, it won't matter then. Here comes Florida. He got enough. Yes, he does. 6:27. Look at the speed. 216 miles an hour. They were not giving that one up. Don Thomas goes 6.807 at 194, and Plord went blowing by him. For Brad Plord, 22nd national event win. Like this. Green lights, both sides of the Christmas tree. We'll figure it out down at the other end. Anthony's closing in. Hayden's holding on. Trophy. Super stock. How about staying in Texas? A 10:15 for the win on the 10:14. Anthony goes 9:16 at 141. Hayden Trumbull's reaction time was 0:03, and the Trumbull family celebrates. That's another trophy for the Trumbulls. Horsepower, baby. In stock eliminator, the cars are classified based on horsepower, not cubic inches. And if you remember back in the day, there was a 325 horse 396. There was a 375 horse 396. There's a couple of green light starts. Dale Holquist off and running with his car on the right side. Lowell Gerber in the left side. This trophy stays in Texas. And wow, a 3,000th overall package. Lowell Gerber throws up a bag of donuts. Reaction time 0-0-0, and then runs dead on the dial with a 3. And for Lowell Gerber, his first ever national event win, and I mean he does it in prime time fashion. Jason Kenny, multiple time national event winner. Of course, so is Christopher Dodd. They both come from racing families. Proud dads standing down there looking over the shoulders. Kenny on the left side, Dodd on the right side. Will the trophy stay in Texas, or will the trophy go to Pennsylvania? As we've seen from the last few, you better be good at both ends. Christopher Dodd gets the win on a little hole shot, 892, 170 miles an hour. And look at him down there high-fiving it on the starting line. A double 06 reaction time coming through in the clutch. Jason Kinney missed the tree a little bit. They're ready. They're green. Down to the stripe they go. Kowalski's out in front. Clark Muntz closing the gap at the finish line. Win light. How about Evan Kowalski? He goes 9.903, 151 miles an hour. Clark had the better light, runs 9.915 at 163 miles an hour. Evan Kowalski came to Texas, saw and conquered his second national event win. 9.90 beats 9.91 by 0.03 of a second. They were playing dead on the ball last time, and this time it's going to be dead on zero. Oh, man. Scott Barker picks up his first national event win. Congratulations to the team down there. A 009 reaction time, and he nailed the dial with a 0. Libam goes in and was on the converter early. That's not like the usual routine. But both drivers get away on the green. Bigger mile an hour is Libam. He drops back. He chases. He chases. He chases. He wins. He wins. 1093, 150 miles an hour. Mom and Dad going crazy on the starting line down there. A 1088 for Chris Harrelson. Better on reaction time was John Libam. He goes 010 on the tree, but a 1093 left the door open. Chris Harrelson got there first by 0.02 of a second and broke out.
It's easy to stay in the know. Download the CompetitionPlus.com mobile app. Sign up for push notifications to get notified of breaking news and the latest feature stories and videos. It's a free download at the iTunes Store and Google Play.